Good evening, everyone. It is that time again. Time for Natchez Renewal Radio right here at 97.7 The Beat. Right here in the studio, you've got the 44th Mayor of Natchez, Adams County, Mayor Dan Gibson. Good evening, young man.
Hello there, Mr. Leon. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about you?
Good, man. I'm great. We've had some beautiful weather lately. It did get a little warm today, this afternoon, but it's already looking like another beautiful evening coming up. I'm here with a guest.
I was about to say, you have a guest with you today.
Ryan Porter, welcome.
It's been a long time since I've been here. Thank you for having me, man.
Ryan is actually our Director of Parks and Recreation, and we're really grateful to have Ryan on our team. And I asked Ryan to come and just share a little about what's going on in Parks and Rec, and we just have so much great energy and a lot of good things to talk about with regard to our parks. But Ryan, I first met you actually through the disc golf tournament here
That is
a couple years ago. I just showed up to say hello and get the tournament kicked off, and there you were, and we got to talking about your love for Natchez. Tell us about yourself. I know you have. This has been your home for many, many years.
Well, Dan, I was born and raised here. Well, I can't say I was born and raised here in Natchez. I was raised here. I was born in Greenwood, Mississippi. Moved here when I was a year and a half old, so I can't say that I'm a true Natchezian or a Natchezian, but Natchez is definitely home. Spent time across the country, from the peaks in Boulder, Colorado, to the shores of Sarasota, Florida, and like I said, all roads lead back to Natchez, and you don't really truly appreciate how majestic this place is until you spend time out of here.
Yes.
And it truly is a very unique place. There's no other place in the world quite like Natchez. And,
you just said a mouthful there. It's really true. I've heard my friend Carla Brown say nothing matches Natchez. Oh, by the way, I got to get a little plug in. You know, downtown Carla Brown, she's been here a number of years with a tour business and giving people rides. I think she brought a bicycler down from Nashville today, and he will tomorrow ride the whole trace back up to Nashville. You know, she is moving, and I was supposed to give a shout-out tonight. She is kind of retiring and going back to Kansas, where she's originally from, and so there is going to be a farewell little party for her at Sunnyside Bed and Breakfast Friday from 12 to 3, and everyone who loves Carla and knows Carla is invited to show up there and bid her farewell. Carla, we're really going to miss you. But back to that, Carla always said, nothing matches Natchez. And when I was growing up and would come here with my parents, I just said, man, I got to live here one day. And I think it sometimes either takes never being from Natchez, you know, a place like this, and coming here for the first time, and then, wow, this is really great. Or in your case, being here, moving away, coming back. So what's it been like coming back?
It's been challenging at times. As beautiful and as wonderful as Natchez is, we're behind the mark on several things, but we're working hard to bring ourselves into the 21st century.
We sure are. We're
working hard. It's just nothing happens overnight. A lot of these projects that I want to mention that are going on with Parks and Recreation in particular have been in the process for almost 2 years. It's like we inch forward with everything,
Yes.
and then some things get delayed. But it's absolutely amazing that everything is finally coming.
It is.
to fruition.
Ron, I got to do a little flashback. I'll never forget when I first became mayor in 2020, and Valencia Hall first became alderwoman of Ward 1 and chair of our recreational committee. I don't know that either one of us really anticipated just how difficult it would be stepping in and dealing with the condition of our parks. I think the very first few months we had to get a safety analysis done and ended up having to pull every bit of playground equipment from every park. That was really tough. And here we are a few years later, and it is phenomenal how far we've come. But you've been our director now for the last couple of years?
28 months now.
Wow. And so let's talk about what you have going on and just bring us up to date, Ron.
Well, I mean, there's several things on the list here that we need to discuss. Most importantly is our mountain biking slash multi-use trail project and our dog park project, thanks to a very strong partnership with Natchez Adams County Community Alliance. We're about to start construction. We're in the engineering phase of over 2 miles of mountain biking trails, NICA trails. That's National Interscholastic Cycling Association. So hopefully we'll be able to have some high school and junior high mountain biking events here.
That's a big deal. How long a trail are we talking
2
about?
miles.
2 miles at Duncan Park, and thanks to a grant and some generous donations.
Correct.
How much is it actually costing the city?
There's always a chance that it could cost the city something, but we received a $120,000 grant from the RTP project, which is an 80-20 match, so that 20% match has been raised.
Wow.
By
that's
Natchez
just,
Adams County Community Alliance.
That's just
private
huge.
funding.
We're so grateful. We are. And RTP Alliance, the RTP project, tell us about that.
It's administered through the National Highway Association.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, and locally it's administered through the Mississippi Department of Wildlife, Fisheries, and Parks. And we were fortunate enough to receive that grant. It's a 2-year grant. So we need to get moving with this project, and we hope to have to advertise for bids in the next 6 weeks.
That's great. That's great. Well, Ryan, I know you've got a lot more. I'm just going to stop. You just keep going. This is all good news.
Well, we're really excited about the dog park project, and it's going to be located in the heart of Duncan Park, right at the middle pavilion, in between our second baseball field, which is Carroll Jones, and the disc golf course. For more information on that, we'll have some detailed renderings available shortly. I've got them in my truck. I didn't want to bring them in here just in case we need to make some last-minute updates. But for more information on the dog park and the mountain biking trails, you can visit natchezcommunityalliance.org. Also want to transition into our upcoming events. We're really excited about our Trunk or Treat with the Grinch this year.
I got to throw this out, though. You realize that's another project that's not costing the taxpayers anything?
The dog park is 100% private funded.
It's just great.
Absolutely.
It's amazing. And let's not move on to Halloween just yet, because you mentioned that the dog park is going to be there between disc golf and the ballpark, the ball fields. Well, those are two things that we need to go ahead and mention. Let's just go ahead and big deal. We have gone from 0 to 18-hole disc golf championship quality course.
We've got an 18-hole disc golf course, and we hold 2 tournaments a year that sell out in the first month of registration. We open registration about 3 months prior to the event, and it is a big draw. Most of our players come from the Alexandria and Baton Rouge area, believe it or not, and some from Jackson and Hattiesburg. So I think we're positioned in the perfect place for the
people
disc golf
love
community.
our disc golf course, and it actually another project that costs the city hardly anything, and is out there. Richard Burke, my executive assistant, had a big part in that. Also Tate Hobdy and some others here in the local community, and I've just got to say, wow, Ryan, what y'all have done to take it to the next level. 100-something golfers each time.
Well, we max out at 100 players per tournament. That's 20 holes at 5 players per hole.
Yeah, and so then let's talk about the ball fields. Another thing.
Let's talk about disc golf if you're interested in
sure.
learning. Colin Community College has actually reached out to me to teach a Disc Golf 101 special interest class. Nothing is finalized at this point, but that will be coming out pretty soon. I don't know the details, but check our social medias.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Well, let's talk about the ball fields. Again, I have to always give a shout out to Alderwoman Valencia Hall, our rec chairperson, because she worked so hard with our first director, Sonora Cole. We were trying to get this going because we did not have ball being played in Natchez, and the fields were in terrible shape. The turf was in terrible shape. Just as you came on, we were getting this project going, and you came in. I will never forget, right as we were getting sod on the fields, and somebody had to water it.
It was during drought 2 years ago, and it was pretty significant. We just laid sod in May, and it required watering 3 times a day.
I mean, you had just come on, and we're going through this.
So for the first 3 months of my job here, all I knew how to do was water grass.
And you would start at what time every morning?
6 o'clock.
Yeah, you were out there with birds every
6
morning.
o'clock every morning.
And the fields are beautiful. So that very year, we started playing ball again.
We did. And we had over
you went from becoming our new director to within just a few short months, we're playing ball. Tell us about that.
Well, that's I don't want to say we're competing with Vidalia because we're definitely not. They definitely have a newer facility, but we're very proud of our historic facility. Like you said, we've relayed and resurfaced the entire infield, complete with irrigation and red clay that's Major League Baseball ready.
It looks like Field of Dreams out
field
there.
Toppers. The fields never looked that good when I was coming.
I love the
can promise you
tradition
that.
of it. It's just beautiful.
And
Yes.
the concession stands and press boxes have been fully renovated, and we're actually working right now to upgrade our field lighting. So that's going to be a big project moving forward.
And we're going to do a shout out. We may need some donors to help with lighting those fields.
We
and
will
sponsors.
need some donors.
And it's an opportunity for people to have some really great signage and visibility. It's going to be a fantastic opportunity for a number of people here to step up and become partners with our summer youth baseball program. Now, I think we've been averaging, a couple hundred kids?
Right at 300 kids.
300, wow. And these kids are, and give us the age ranges.
Ages 3 to 11. Well, we didn't make an 11 and 12-year-old league last year.
Yeah.
But this year we hope to have a 9 and 10 and an 11 and 12.
So average 300 kids playing ball, 3 to 11. The T-ballers are really great. They really are. And then, but
hands down the most fun.
Yeah, I've still got from a little T-ball trophy on my shelf in my mayor's office from when I coached my son T-ball. He's 31 now. It's crazy. And I've got to say this though. You had the concession stands, the bleachers, everything looking beautiful. You're out there playing ball for the first time, and these are kids from every demographic. If you want to just see one Natchez at play, go and watch them play baseball. What does it feel like to be out there, the national anthem playing, and to see baseball being played for the first time in quite a few years here in Natchez?
Well, I grew up playing ball on those very fields, and back in the day it was Dixie Youth Organization, which has kind of fallen to the wayside in current years. So we've went with USSSA in an effort to truly unify everything. And I will say that opening and closing ceremonies in particular, when the kids are out there getting their trophies, every team's on the same field at the same time. There's probably 1,500 people in the stands watching them.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing.
It's really a sweet moment. All right, well, you were about to talk about October is right around the corner.
Well, I feel like we need to talk about the tennis and pickleball courts.
Well, as long as we're at Duncan Park,
since we're still at Duncan Park, let's leave it there. So the next phase of renovations will be resurfacing the tennis and pickleball area. I don't want to give too much detail on that because it's still kind of in the air, but we are looking to have dedicated pickleball courts to supply that growing demand.
Along with our new tennis courts and all that we continue to do for tennis, Ryan, you also have a vision for the North Natchez Park.
Absolutely.
Where we have the renovated youth center at North Natchez. We also have the new playground there. We've renovated the pavilion, and now what's next?
The 6-month plan would be to renovate the existing tennis courts there, which is 2 courts. So that'll be courts number 9 and 10, or possibly 10 and 11. I don't want to get too much into that, but and also we've talked with the director of Mississippi USTA or USTA Mississippi, and they're excited about potentially constructing new courts in that area. So North Natchez Park is really up and coming.
It's a real historic park right there behind Pilgrim Church, And what I love about it is it's a park that had almost been given up on, and to see it having new life is really, really beautiful. And so many kids in that area that it serves. But back to Duncan Park. Duncan Park, over 200 acres. You know, it is definitely a park that the city's had a while, thanks to the generous donation of the Duncan family. But I understand we are about to complete Phase 1 exterior renovation of the golf clubhouse.
That is correct.
That's a big deal.
I don't have a timeline for that, but it should be in the next
in a couple months.
In the near future.
A couple months. The interior is complete. Furniture's in place. We're waiting on artwork and some other things. Outside, we are going to do a final finish on the facade. And then it's just going to be great to have.
And we truly are fortunate to have such a beautiful municipal court.
We
course. For $35 to $38, it's probably the $38 best spent anywhere in the Southeast.
A lot
Hats
of
off
people
to Greg
here.
Brooking. And
Greg does a good job. A lot of people here in Natchez also utilize that course. And it is, again, a course that is used by all demographics. One Natchez enjoying golf. And I understand that the Old Nine is the oldest nine on the Mississippi River. And
it was built in the 1930s?
It was actually before that. Before 1920. And there is a really great documentary that Burns Sharp did on this a while back, and it's available out there somewhere. And it's really an interesting watch. Well, the new playgrounds obviously have been great. I hope people are really enjoying the playgrounds. You know, we replaced them with all new equipment, all 6 parks here in Natchez, and it's been great to see. Concord, even the smaller parks like Jack Wake got new equipment.
They get a lot of use during the spring and fall months for obvious reasons. Summertime's a little slow, and the heart of winter is a little slow as well.
Yeah. Now, tell us some more things that y'all have coming up.
Well, let's get down to Trick or Treat, because this is big. It's right around the corner. Trick or Treat with the Grinch or Trunk or Treat with the Grinch is something we've been doing this will be our 4th season now.
Yeah.
And I'll tell you, we run out of candy every year.
Yeah.
Kids come by the thousands. So we're really looking for some community support to register as vendors, to decorate your trunk and bring some candy to pass out. Registration is live now at natchezparks.com. That's NATCHEZPARKS.com. Scroll down to the middle of the page, select the blue button, activity and facility reservation, and sign up as a vendor. This year we're partnering with Leah Hunter and Sarah Lindsay Lockoff. Leah Hunter's the executive director of DNA. They have their Trick or Treat for Little Feet, and that should flow into Trunk or Treat, which should flow into Live at 5, which Halloween happens to be on a Friday this year. So,
yes.
So we're really excited about that opportunity.
And I know our new community liaison, Vel Robinson, is helping with this project. And we are meeting with the 2025-26 class of the Mayor's Youth Council in just a couple weeks. And we're going to put them to work, because they will be needed to help with this. And it's always great to get out there and see the kids have a good time. And, you know, we've been getting a little taste of fall. I'm really excited about all the fall events. You just mentioned Live at 5. What a great concert series that starts in first part of October and will run, I believe, 6 weeks. Every Friday, a free concert on the Bluff. And from time to time, Parks and Rec has done some activities there. I know July 4th, y'all had some great activities out for the Live at 5 on the 4th. Tell us what y'all did for Live at 5 this year on the 4th of July.
Tell us what we did for Live at 5. We have cornhole.
Tell us what you did.
I mean, we do it all. We have disc golf baskets set up. We have footballs and soccer balls.
Yeah.
The kid set up a little kids corner, and parents just turn them loose and let us tend to them for a couple of hours while they're enjoying the live music. And now that we're talking about live music and concert series. I want to give a plug out to Joseph Smith with blacknatchez.org, who is working on some grant money to have his own concert series at the Triangle. So go to blacknatchez.org and vote for that so that we can receive those grant funds.
They'll be taking votes until Monday, the 15th,
Until
I
the
believe.
15th.
So, yeah, get those votes in. And, in fact, I believe Joseph is hosting the chamber event right now, even as we speak, there at his facility there, at his 1720 business there at the Triangle.
Is that the cafe?
And the cafe, yeah.
Perfect.
All right, Ron, what else do we have to look forward to?
A big one. Mississippi Trees Assistance Program.
Yes.
We've been working for over a year with the Green Infrastructure Center and the Mississippi Forestry Commission to evaluate and plan for a sustainable urban tree canopy. And basically throughout that entire time we hosted workshops and open houses, we got community input. Where do we need to focus our efforts on planting? So we've actually partnered with Tony Fields and crew with the Natchez Adams County School District to work on some plans for replanting around the high school and the middle school. October 6th, we will have the designs from the Green Infrastructure Center will be on display in conjunction with Career Day at Natchez High School. And the program is cleverly titled, Put Some Bark in Your Homecoming Week. So we're kind of piggybacking off of the Career Fair, Homecoming Week, and trying to get these kids interested in planting and caring for trees and to teach them the value of trees.
Right.
Trees as infrastructure. Not only do they provide shade, but they reduce stormwater runoff. They're aesthetically pleasing. The list goes on and on. We can talk about that. It would take a 2.5-hour podcast to talk about that.
Really appreciate all you've been doing there. Yeah.
But I don't know if you can see this.
Yeah.
If you want to be involved with that, you can scan this QR code. Misty made me do this.
Yeah. And we're on our way to becoming a tree city, and it's a great thing that we were able to
Once we
get
that
this
ordinance
grant.
passed.
We got this grant a couple years ago that's making this happen, and it was great to be at the school last Arbor Day to plant trees there at McLaurin. At the elementary school. That was a lot of fun. It was. Also, we always talk about our families, our kids, things to do. Actually had a meeting with our community liaison this afternoon, Val Robinson, and talked about with Mayor's Youth Council getting back in gear, working to have another family movie night, another mother-son dance, father-daughter dance, to do some of those. And I know you've worked with these events in the past. We're looking forward to bringing more of that. Also, weather's been beautiful. One of the first things that we did when we got through COVID was to get the goals back up and to get new nets on them. Are folks utilizing the basketball courts we have at Concord Park, Barbara West
I don't
Park,
know about Concord
and
as
also
much
North Natchez?
as North Natchez.
Good.
They're definitely using the courts at North Natchez.
Good. It is a beautiful time of year to get out there and shoot some hoops, and so I'm hoping that people are taking advantage of that. Also, when we're talking about our parks, I see that people are having birthday parties a lot at our pavilions. Tell us about that.
They're utilizing all the pavilion spaces.
Yes.
All three at Duncan Park, North Natchez, Concord Park. And we encourage you, they are on a first-come, first-served basis. But if you do want to make sure that it is reserved, again, go to natchezparks.com and reserve the facility, and we'll hang signs and make sure that it's yours. But we do ask that no crawfish, no confetti, and no streamers.
Okay, there you go. There you go. Also, we've really stepped it up, and we have imposed different fines for, trashing our parks. We don't tolerate litter in our parks. I think overall in the city it's a $500 fine, but at our parks it's a $1,000 fine. for littering in our parks. We also don't allow alcohol. We don't allow drugs. Obviously, it is a family zone, unless it's some special event and special arrangements have been made in advance
For alcohol.
following state laws.
Right.
Exactly. Because state laws are there, to be followed, and we do. Now, I've got to mention this. We have the North Natchez Youth Center being utilized for events. Tell us about that.
I'd say 2 to 3 weeks of the month. Again, that's just as seasonal as anything else. It seems to be spring and fall is when everyone wants them, but if you reserve the youth center, it comes with the youth center and the pavilion. It's great for family gatherings, class reunions, senior trip, or not senior trips, but senior parties. The list goes on and on.
Yes,
And it really is a beautiful space.
It is a beautiful space, and it was made a historic landmark. Alderwoman Hall led that effort, and to know that a building that at one time we thought it had seen its better days is now very likely seeing its best days. So I hope people are enjoying that. And it's about to become easier for individuals to lease a public space in the city of Natchez. Let's talk about that.
That is correct. Currently we're using a registration or facility reservation platform called RecDesk, and it's served its needs to this point, but it's a little clunky and a little outdated. So we're partnering with Rec Technologies, which will streamline that process and make it more user-friendly to reserve a space. This comes from the big guys in Silicon Valley and California that have worked on Uber and Amazon and Airbnb, so you'll really slide through the carousel, pick exactly what you want, create your profile with 3 or 4 clicks, and the space is yours.
It'll be an app that people can use on their phone.
It won't be an app to download. It'll be web-based.
Web-based, but they use their phone.
Optimized.
It's mobile optimized. I'm using the
optimized.
wrong word, but they basically can hold their phone up, and there's a QR code.
And hopefully we can utilize that same system for all public facilities.
That'll be wonderful. That'll be great.
Absolutely.
Now, I want to talk a minute in the time we have left. We are about to be in this beautiful time of year called fall, here in the sportsman's paradise, in what to me is absolutely the most beautiful area of the state. I really believe when you get off the main roads and you see all of the trails along the Natchez Trace, places where you can camp, places for kayaking, the St. Catherine Creek, area and the reserve down there. We have the river, obviously the lakes, but people who are looking for something to do, just what are a lot of things that we have?
Don't dismiss the Natchez Trace.
Man.
If I ever need to get out of here and find my headspace, it's a quick drive up the Trace, turn around and come back.
Yeah.
It really puts me where I want to be.
The longest
National Forest
national park in America.
The longest national park in the
country.
United States,
It is.
for sure.
And then the Homicida National Forest, beautiful.
And then the refuge just south of town.
Yeah, the refuge. We also see families more and more taking advantage of some of the local businesses. David Carter has a facility, for example, that provides axe throwing and ATV
Horseback
riding and
ATV
horseback
tours.
riding. You also have Robin Person downtown who has outdoor adventures. I forget what's the name of her. It's right there on Franklin Street, but
outside in.
Outside in.
Outside in.
And you can actually you can
Kayak tours.
kayak, go through the woods. It's a lot to do, and then also there's a lot of fishing and a lot of bike riding. I think we have about covered it. There's more I'm sure that we could, but Ryan, on behalf of the city, I want to thank you for what you're doing and your staff doing a great job. And we gloss over this, but we started this actual department from scratch when we came in 2020. The city of Natchez had gone since the late 2008. Mr. Ralph Tedder, I think that was the last time we had a full-fledged Department of Parks and Recreation. So it's been great to see it come back. and we appreciate everyone supporting it. And Mr. Leon, thank you for letting us be here. If anyone has a question, how do they reach you?
You can check out our website, natchezparks.com, or you can reach out to us at 601-446-2580.
All right. And that's a wrap.